Hello, everyone. In my opinion, I think tipping should be kept. And the reason is there was a time where I went to a restaurant where there was no tipping. The tip was put in the bill, so you didn't really have to decide whether you wanted to tip the person or not. And for that particular time, the service wasn't as good as I think it could have been. And I think part of that reason was because there was no tip factor. There was no, if I do well, I'll get paid more, I'll get tipped more, or if I don't do well, I won't get tipped as much. So with that being taken out, with tipping being taken out, I think that is part of an effect. Also, to add on to that, tipping should be an ongoing practice because I have an article called "Should Tipping Be Abolished?" McKinsey stated, there were two owners of two pricey San Francisco restaurants, Bar Agricole and True Normand, instituted a 10-month trial of a no tipping policy, higher base wage and higher median prices to finance the new wage. The restaurants returned to tipping in 2016 because the server morale crashed and turnover skyrocketed to 70% during the trial period. So basically, to sum that all up, they took tipping out and they had to raise the prices of everything. They didn't have really the funds to be able to do that, so that was one of the reasons why it failed. And also, the server morale, the servers weren't really doing what's right. Basically, they didn't really care whether their service was good or not. So, and the reason for that is because they were getting the tips put into their wage. So whatever they did didn't matter. They were going to get paid the same amount of money. So also, there's another quote by McKinsey that said, "That's why I quit my teaching job, and customers are likely suffering impaired service as a tipping incentive disappears." Basically, someone that serves, they had a first on-hand experience of how not having tipping can affect the service of their customers. And also with her, she was well paid off tips. There's some jobs that can give you good amounts of money off tips, and she was able to quit her job and focus on the job that she had that gave her tips. And that's the reason why I think tipping should be kept.